video, I want us to talk about the effect of divorce on children, because the way that people are going about, I want to divorce, I don't know what is behind it. The divorce is getting too much now. I don't know, because those of them that are in abroad, because of single motherhood and what is attached to it and all the social benefits, this is why people are rushing into divorce as if it's the best thing. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your dear Edith, who is always bringing on your way those wonderful tips on how to build our beautiful home. Today is Monday. Don't forget, today we said on Mondays we'll be discussing about marriage and relationship matters. On today's video, I want us to talk about the effect of divorce on children, because the way that people are going about, I want to divorce, I don't know what is behind it. The divorce is getting too much now. I don't know, because those of them that are in abroad, because of single motherhood and what is attached to it and all the social benefits, this is why people are rushing into divorce as if it's the best thing to do. I don't know why people should start up a relationship that you know you cannot continue. Marriage, I keep on saying, marriage is never a mastic. It's not a chewing stick. It's not a chewing gum, I mean to say, that you can discard anytime that you want when the sugar is no longer there. Because you know, when you chew a chewing gum and the sugar is finished, you're always forced to throw it away. But I'm here to ask, marriage is never a chewing gum. It's never a mastic. So today, I want us to talk about what is the effect of divorce on children. At first, I just want to start about, do we actually know what is marriage? Or do we marry because the social, the way the society look at it, oh, she's married, oh, he's married, and we think it's just a game or a club you can just jump in, dance in and dance out? No, it is not. It is not. People get into relationship, they are very happy, to the extent that God bless them, they have children in the relationship, and before you know it, they cannot have the patience to wait for the stages of marriage, because the way building a house have stages, from clearing of the land, from the foundation, from DPC, from one thing or the other. This is how our marriages goes on steps. Foundation, you have to move it step one after another. This is marriage for you. You shouldn't expect marriage something you just jump in today and it shall be like that forever and ever. You have finished the romantic stage, it's gone. Another step, the reality stage, another step. You're close with actualization, you know, you start to see many things unfold like a cloves of onion. And when those things start to unfold, some of us, we don't have the patience again to wait and take that love that gives us the foundation where we started from to move the car ahead. I mean a marriage. That's what I mean by car. We just get tired at the middle of the road. You know what? We're quitting marriages is just like a driver who is at the middle of the road, and suddenly the car develop a little fault and they just dump the car at the middle of the road and get out and lock the key and go away. He doesn't care about people coming from behind, people in the front, whether there's somebody that he's blocking or not, or she is blocking or not. And they just decide to dump the car at the middle of the road and take off their key and get away from it. This is not how life goes. It must be work out with patience. In everything in life, every step of our life, we need patience. Without patience, you can never do marriage. This is why we are seeing divorce here and there. And without people even thinking, what is the effect of the divorce? From their on their families, on themselves, on their spouse, to the extent on the children that God bless this marriage with. So today I'm going to be their speaker. I want us to think twice. I'm not saying that if you have a toxic marriage, you should not divorce. But for me, if you have a toxic relationship, the best thing is for you people to go for separation and not divorce. Separation can be for 1 month, 2 months, 1 year. You are not divorced. But instead of, because he's not giving you those things to think that he was giving you before, the relationship is not sweet as you wanted it to be, forgotten that you are the salt of the relationship, you're the woman. Men, they don't have much to give. Women are the one that knows what is love. Men, what they know is karat, action, is what they know. Most men are not like so humble. If you're lucky to have the humble type, to God be the glory. But we should know that we are the people that carries love, and we are the one that build families. And when you cannot perform your duty, the man will start showing agitation and here and there. Next thing is divorce. But we don't think about what is the effect of this divorce on our children. Today, I know the divorce have a lot of effect, but today I just want to talk about effect of divorce on our children. If you are married, you are no longer single, and God bless this relationship with children. Please, before you divorce, think twice. Instead of going straight to divorce, please go for separation. Even if it's 1 year separation, I will be very happy to hear it than to hear that it's divorced. Because when you are not divorced, you can easily amend your ways. When you go separate paths and learn from your mistakes, see what other people are doing, and come back, you will amend yourself. Then when it's called divorce, most women, they don't like to go back to their vomit. So today, I want us to talk about what is the effect of divorce on children. I'm going to put it in about 5 points. I don't want to bore you. 5 points. The first one is the psychological effect. Do we think about the psychological effect that our children have when we are divorced? Or when they have, then they know that they are from a divorced family. Do we think about the effect, the psychological effect, the psychological trauma and torture that these children go through? So, I'm asking, do we actually think about the psychological trauma that these children go through? I have been opportune to be with some children that are from divorce home. You see how they behave. Psychologically, they are not okay. These children are now like, I don't know, they have mental issues. They are on a high risk of, a high rate of mental issues. These children, when you talk about children that have a behavioral problem, they are the one. When you talk about children that they are not behaving normal, they are the one. Because they always see that my father and my mother, they are not together, and the other children are laughing at them. They cannot concentrate. I heard one that was always crying in the class. The mom was telling me. And I was asking her, have you seen? And these children, they can never function normal again. Because they will tell, okay, answer, like in Israel here where we are, twice a week or twice in 2 weeks, you have to go and sleep with your father. The other time, you have to go and sleep with your mother. And sometimes their parents get divorced, they get married again. And the wife or the husband may not be treating them well. You find out that these children will end up being on the streets. And suicidal attempt is too high for them. Children from divorced families, suicidal attempt is too high. Suicidal is too high. Depression is very, very high among them. We should think about them, because we are crying of building up a healthy generation. We cannot build a healthy generation by you. You cannot be able to hold a marriage. No matter what. Some people will tell you, if the man wants to kill me, should I stay? My dear, shut up that your mother. You run like a pump. When a man is angry, so the problem we have is that we do neglect our husbands. Over familiarity. Over familiarity is the problem. That's exactly what we are doing with God. God have already known me. I know him. I can do anyhow I want. Don't think because you are married to that man, the respect is no longer there. It's gone. No. If a man, even if I keep on saying it, even if your husband is as short as 2 inches, 4 inches, you saw him very well before you start getting into that relationship. Accord him some respect. I have never seen any man that maltreats a woman that respects her. Instead, you'll be telling lies about yourself that, my wife do this, my wife do that. I see it, I'll be the witness to it too. Just because you accord them respect. Men are very easy to handle. But whenever I see women crying, my husband and this, when your husband is angry, you should better just shut up. If you have a special food you can provide. But I know some of them, they do say they don't want to eat when they refuse food from you. No. You should find a way or the other. I'm just giving an example. You should find a way or the other to make it work, because the effect that these children is going to suffer psychologically is what we are talking about here. A lot of them are on the streets. As street girls and street boys, they are the product of divorce. they are the product of parents who could not keep up to their responsibility in training up their children. Another point I want to touch is psychosocial effect. Psychosocial effect, the person is thinking, when he come out in the public to talk, he'll be thinking that people will laugh at me that my parents is divorced. They don't even have a mouth to say. They cannot explain themselves. They are so introverts. They are only in themselves. They feel cocooned. They close themselves together. They cannot speak out because they are afraid of society. They don't want the society to touch them on their wound. Their wound is this divorce of the parents. We should think about all these things before we go into divorce, please. I'm not shouting, I'm just pleading. We should. Most things that I find out that causes all these divorces, material things, financial issues. How do I put this? Family. My in-law, my mother, my sister, my brother, forgetting that these people are just there in their own home, and you come and use because of one brother-in-law, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, whatever, and destroy your home. And these children will come and start suffering what they don't know. So please, we should look into all these things. Lack of love. If this one finish, add a little salt to it. Add a little salt to it. I always make a jest that my husband is the person that I love to watch football all the time, that instead of for me to be on my own side in the evening after we have finished all the whole housework and everything, instead of for me to be on my own Facebook or YouTube or one corner watching, I will just come and lie down with him. Let us be watching it, even if I don't know. I told you guys I don't know nobody's name in football, but you see how I'm shouting, you think I'm one of the fan of football. Today's time, one day I told her Akon can play so much. My husband looked at me like, no need of talking. So even if you see the love is going down, rekindle it. Not allow it to finish to the extent that you have to start feeling agitated to quit from the relationship. Okay? I want to talk about another point. Point number 3, academically. What is the effect of divorce on our children academically? These children, because they are depressed, lack of concentration in the class, they cannot concentrate, they don't have happiness again. They cannot behave like a normal child again. They are thinking of, hi, what can I, short, everything, the whole of their world is confused world. They don't know how to concentrate. They don't know nothing to do. You tell them A and you come back and ask them, they forget, they have totally forgot. If you follow them so much like you want to, why didn't you understand? Why can't you spell this command? The child will burst up into tears. He or she will start crying in the class, and they are not there to come and see why these children are crying. You are not there to see how they felt in the class. When other children are laughing at them, they cannot spell one common word. Because of what? The absent-minded. Their mind is full of, they are confused in their life. And we don't think about it. They are going straight to divorce. Just because of the social, economic aspect of it. That the social welfare is going to give you salary per month. Your husband will pay you child benefits. And this is only selfishness that is driving us. And you forget about the generation that you are pulling, because these children are generation. They are people's husbands, they are people's wives. And we don't care about it. What we care is me, myself. This is what is killing the world. The money I'm going to take from social welfare, what do they call it in Israel? They say something zona. I know, you're just rebelling yourself. I'm now zona. You're calling maisonot. And you're collecting the maisonot and you're happy I have maisonot. My husband pay me maisonot. And I believe you guys know what is zonot. Forgive me for that word. So we should forget about this socio-economic attachment that goes with divorce. What are going to benefit from the government and the society and the husband, and forget about these children and what they are going through. Please. Point number 4. What is the effect of divorce on children, marital and relationship? These children will grow up. Statistics say that children that are born from a divorced family, they have the tendencies, the girls among them have the tendencies of being divorced again when they get married. And the boys have like twice of the girls that they are not going to get married at all. This is why you see our children turning to gays, shameless gays. Because what? They are afraid of relationship. The only thing they can know is that I can have an affair with my fellow men. And we are crying, our society is dying, our society is decaying. If you are a woman and you oppose yourself to divorce, look at the generation. God forbid you are not praying. I have seen children of a divorced family, they are doing well, but percentage is very high that they are going to be losers on the street. Please, before you think about this divorce, listen to me very well. I mean no harm. I love you guys so much. If I tell you that this marriage of 18 is easy, it is never easy. Anybody that tell you that marriage is a thing of bread and butter, tell the person is a lie. But you must be smart, you must be intelligent to hold a home. If you are a dull woman, you are not intelligent, you can never succeed in your marriage. You must be a good player. You must be very intelligent to know how to mingle. When the mountain is too high, you know how to go down. When it's too low, you know how to pull it up. You must be smart to maintain a home. So these children, they have tendencies of they are not going to get married. This is one of the effects of divorce in our children. They are afraid of marriage. They are afraid of relationship. Some of them, they are not even ready to marry. And some of them that finally marry, they can never trust. They will lack trust in marriage. They will never have any single trust to their partner. Just because they know that if I give you your heart, you're going to break it and run away one day. This is the effect of it. So we should think twice. Point number 5 is direction and self-worth. These children that are being born from a divorced family, some of them, they don't even know how to start in their life, because we are there as their models to model them. We are the models that they see. We are the one to model our children, to mold them, put them in what they're going to be. Because it's not everybody that get divorced. Your husband will allow you to bring children from another marriage into his home. They are just like, let's say, 10% that will accept other people's children and train them. I've seen some of them, may God bless those men, that pick other people's children and train them and give them direction in life. The majority, like 80% of children from divorce home, the new husband or the new wife don't always accept them 100%, because in the back of their mind, no matter how they pretend to be, no matter how they pretend to be nice, in the back of their mind, they know that it's not their children. And this is it. These children will now lose direction. Nobody to model them. Nobody to tell them this is what you should be doing. This is how to go about it. This is this. I know you'll be doing your best, but you are not always there for them. Like what you are doing here in Israel, when they are divorced, for some weeks for the mother, some weeks for the father. The child is confused. His life is janglova. Janglova. Here today, here tomorrow. What is all this manner of nonsense? So please, with this my little points I have given to you, I know I was able to convince you and not to confuse you. Okay? Please, I think I have come to the end of today's video program. What will I call it? Video. Okay? I've come to the end of today's video. Please try your possible best to avoid divorce, because divorce is not the best. Thank you so much. Those of you who keep on subscribing, I thank you so much. Those of you who have not subscribed, it doesn't work. It doesn't. You don't need to. It doesn't worth money for me to subscribe. Subscribe. Share the videos to your loved ones. Use my little video to help others. Write down some comments so that I will know the points you guys want me to do, or to tell me that I'm doing well or I'm doing poorly. Tell me so that I can learn more, and it will encourage me to do more videos. Thank you so much. Don't forget, our programs still remain on Mondays. On Mondays, we do marriage and relationship matters. That is where we bring it for you today. We are drawing a curtain. Bye. See you next Monday on Marriage Matters.